Joining us this morning live from London is an American tourist, Brad Myers. He was there and watched as the terrorists mowed their van onto London Bridge. Brad, thank you for joining us this morning. What did you see last night?
Well, I was taking photos on the London Bridge about halfway down of the Tower Bridge, which is actually the more picturesque bridge that you're going to want to take pictures of. It was about 10 p.m. I was doing this. I wanted to carry on towards the Tower Bridge a little further. There's a river walk there. So I walked to the north side of the bridge and walked down 2 flights of stairs, went to the Thames and began the river walk. Not 1 minute later, I heard a sound behind me, so turned around and saw a van beginning to go on the pedestrian walkway that I had just been on just a few minutes prior.
How eerie this photo, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but that photo that we showed just a few minutes ago,
sure,
to play some context for our viewers, was a selfie that you had just taken, right? To explain this photo that we're looking at here.
Just moments before that attack happened, Brad.
Right. It was. It's really crazy to think about. Just right there, it was very peaceful. It had rained a little earlier in the night, but it had cleared off, and it was pretty nice, a little cool. So not too many people walking around. I would estimate about 20 or so on the bridge, and just it's crazy to think that I was right there.
At what point did you realize that it was?
Came.
What point did you realize it was a terror attack?
Well, I immediately, that was my first thought, considering it is, the summer months, it's during Ramadan, it's very possible that, that I was always on alert that it could happen. We've had a string of them very recently. So turned around, it actually reminded me of the attack on Nice was the first thing that went through my mind. But everyone around was just in absolute shock on the north side of the bridge, watching what was unfolding.
Brad, if you would, describe the police response. Apparently the attack, start to finish, lasted about 8 minutes. What did you see from law enforcement and the reaction from people?
Yes, when I went back up the stairs, waited about 2 or 3 minutes before the police came in. I'm assuming they were stationed relatively close. They weren't on the bridge before or patrolling or anything, but they came roaring through from the north side, at least from what I saw, directly towards the site of the accident.
We also heard reports of
not an accident,
where people were jumping off the bridge in order to save themselves. Did you witness that?
Yes, when I was below, I saw at least one person jump off the bridge, presumably to avoid the truck that was coming through.
Brad, when were you finally able to tell your family and your loved ones that you were okay?
I called them very close. Immediately after I saw the police coming through, I could see that it was really best to leave the area just for everyone's safety. And now knowing what did happen on the south side, thank God that I was able to do that. So jumped in a cab, called home, and was able to get safely back to my hotel, thank God.
Well, they're able to see you live this morning. I'm sure that makes them rest easy this morning as well. Thank you so much, Brad. We appreciate you joining us.